Welcome back to Kona. The blizzard is still ongoing. But we've got other houses to check. Is there anything to deposit? Couple of logs. No need to carry all that extra weight. Alright, let's see. Okay, so there should be one right over here. And there it is. Hello? Anybody alive? Well, they had their lawnmower out. And bikes. I don't see anything out of the ordinary outside. Well, we'll check out the house first. The Dards House.
Carl was no burglar. He didn't need to resort to petty techniques such as window breaking to find his way in. A good detective simply looks for keys where gullible souls hide them. For Christ's sake, yet another key hidden under a doormat. Nowadays, Carl found his job didn't present him with much of a challenge.
Well, as long as it works. That's the important thing.
The
Hello?
house smelled like incense, the kind that reminds you of the good Lord, of peace.
And I thought it was just going to be a couple of hippies here. Bonjour de Signor? I don't know what that is. Damn it, no reception. And apparently no loose change either. Enough food for rough times. A letter. What's that say? It's French. 100%. Bravo. Good job. Sure, let's take some meat. Attach wire. Why would I want to attach wire to that? I don't even have any wire. Hey, I wanted to shut that. It's not fine. I won't.
Good Paul VI, appearing papal. His crooked fingers gave the impression he was about to bestow a miracle.
Okay.
The family's mother must have spent her days washing the filth off her kids' diapers.
Ew.
The empty cradle sent an eerie feeling down Carl's spine, as if minutes ago someone just grabbed the baby and made a run for it.
Clogged bathroom drain? How would you know? Should you take a bath and find out?
Who knew that giraffes thrived in the North Pole? The craze for toys was stupefying.
Well, obviously they have children. Is there a light in the hallway here? Oh, there's a light. No, I want to turn on... Okay.
Surely this Jean-Luc Bedard could lead Carl to Hamilton, a.k.a. Uncle Willy.
I have a diary, just like Mom. Unlike her, though, I don't wear a long face when writing, but I do love to write my thoughts. And about Martin, most of all. I love talking to him. I think he loves me, too. Just like in Romeo and Juliet. People don't like it when I see him, only because he's a Blaze. Blaze? Bly? I don't know. But just like in the story, nothing can stand in the way of true love. I lost appetite. I can't sleep anymore. Every waking hour, intense shivers run through my body. Dad's making me see Dr. Beaupre. With his big hands touching me everywhere, his foul breath exhaling all over my face. Yuck. I'm not sick. I'm in love. I love Martin so much. There's nothing I like better than thinking about us playing together like we always do. I wonder if he found the key I lost the other day. He was pretty sad when I did, because it's for his dad's garden shed. And Martin has always been afraid of him. I think Martin's dad is a bit like Dad's God. The key fell in a burrow next to the shed. Poor Martin. He cried like a baby, but I still love him. Mom often cries when she feels lonely. I think there's no reason for her to cry. Mom can be stupid sometimes. Dad works a lot because of that wealthy Englishman buying everything. That's what notaries do. They make sure that people get what they're paying for, basically. It's complicated, but that's how Dad explained it to me. The rich guy doesn't look half as bad as Martin told me he was. When I saw him this morning at Dad's office, he told me, "Call me Uncle Willy." I found that pretty funny. Plus, he gave me candy. Okay, it was kind of old and dry, but still candy. I think Dad gets along well with Uncle Willy because when he's with him, he laughs the same way he does with Father Label. I had to gobble up Dr. Beaupre's horrible medicine because if I hadn't, I wouldn't have made it to Christmas, or so he said. I haven't seen Martin in weeks, nor did I went to school for that matter. Dad had been praying beside my bed every morning for a while now, and at bedtime too. Today he went hunting with Uncle Willy and told me to ask God to bless him in my prayers. I think this has to do with the medicine that only the richest of rich can afford. Dad told me he'd be praying for Uncle Willy until the day he dies, and that I should do the same. God, Father Labelle, and now Uncle Willy. I wonder when Dad finds the time to pray for Santa Claus. How could Mom be so stupid? She's getting fat, too. She cries like a newborn puppy all the time. It's so annoying. I came across Martin today. He seemed pretty thin and maybe kind of dirty. He doesn't look as neat and presentable as Uncle Willy, that's for sure. There we go. Oh, there's two beds here. Okay, which bed is which? Oh wait, no? I don't know. Kids' drawings. Oh, there it is. There's nothing in this place. Parents' room, I'm assuming?
Dream catchers originated from Amerindian legends. They were used to trap nightmares.
Thank you for that information.
Carl wasn't desperate to the point he felt compelled to break into the secrets of some chubby village lady. Carl wasn't desperate to the point he felt compelled to break into the secrets of some chubby village lady.
Okay, well, I guess there's nothing to be seen here. Let's take a look at the garden. Oh, those
Carl
flowers.
smiled at the sight of the nicely protected garden. Hopefully, the Bedards had managed to dig every last potato out before the sudden snowfall.
Are those potatoes? I don't know. Not really a big garden either. Oh, radio. I'm definitely gonna have to run in there and turn it off. Oh. It's another one of those totem pole things. Alright, where's the radio? There it is. Shut up.
An aging car was parked here. Carl could picture the notary's heavy sedan with a huge back seat large enough to fit the whole family.
But where did they go?
A true Catholic always strives to keep lowly temptations at bay. Obviously, Carl thought, someone in this house wasn't doing a good job at upholding the Holy Bible's teachings.
Someone hid their habits. Nothing wrong with that. You gotta keep a little nip somewhere hidden, just so the missus doesn't find it. Okay, nothing else. What was the key to? Let's see. Special? Small key. And of course, doesn't do anything. Well, I guess we'll figure it out at some point. We've got one more house to the south. My stress is getting a little high. Oh, can't use items while in here. What, was the snow a little too deep there? Fine. Yep, was that the turn off? No. Ah, here it is. I think, yeah, this is it. Oh, brake! Yeah, I meant to do that. Oh, looks like they had a dog at some point. Hmm. So whose house was this? Interesting window treatments. It's getting too dangerous here. We have left for Madison Nord. What is Madison Nord?
It was a classic Canadian house, except for the absent horde of kids that would normally be swarming about.
Still dead? Hello? Weird noises. Pantry! Oh, I need wood. Nice and warm. That's an exit. Plenty of matches. What's that? Cookie jars are always too high to reach.
The photograph was snapped not too far from here, Carl noticed. The couple seemed to be very good friends. The couple radiated something akin to lightheartedness, to freedom. Perhaps some people out there truly found a way to live happily ever after.
Would be nice. I think that was aspirin I just picked up. Yeah, I'm sure they wouldn't mind me just robbing them of everything important. It was around the time that Matthew met Beatrice. Of mediocre beauty at best, the girl with her distinctive features, cheeks covered with large pox-like freckles, Jew nose, oily forehead, tired but vibrant eyes, shaded red hair, slender as a child body, chirpy laugh, you name it, was the very image of innocence. That happened to be precisely the kind of victim Matthew was picturing in his mind, though. One night, as he was contemplating the ceiling from his bed, he swore to himself again and again, "I'll kill her." His dreams were later filled with images of the imminent crime. Yeah, this sounds great. The fantasy, huh? He'd come up with a simple enough plan. One fine evening, he would visit her place to become familiar with the area's intricacy and feel closer to the impending murder. To slowly dig into Beatrice's thoughts, desires, dreams, and abilities. This way, he would be able to get a concrete sense of what his sinister deed would be stripping away from the very fabric of life. The whole thing would take 2 days. A week at most. Okay. Weird guy writing stories about murder. Konopoly. Oh, so they've got the TV in here. Ah, their guns are missing. But I got bullets. Two lovebirds were still going at it 7 months later, though confiding fears and desires alike near the fireplace several days a week. The populace took notice, and wounding words eventually found their way to Matthew's ear, prompting him to take action to prove his gentlemanship. He had to ask Beatrice's hand in marriage. He would have more than enough time to kill her later. Today, when Matthew stares at the motionless ceiling, just like he did 20 years ago, he still wonders what he would be removing from existence by slitting Beatrice's throat, what he would be depriving his children of. Then, as if soothed by his fantasy, he gently drifts off, smiling the night away. Always great to go to sleep while imagining to kill your wife. The first time he met Beatrice, however, well, this is page 3. She unexpectedly revealed her troubled origins to Matthew. She was adopted at the age of 4 and recalling her former life still gave her a hard time. She played the piano in so graceful a manner that people often thought she may be the natural offspring of a musical virtuoso. She always cried before falling asleep, torn from the inside by a dreadful pain she couldn't explain. She confided to him so profoundly that Matthew couldn't get enough, coming back every night to learn every single thing of what would come out of that delicate mouth after pulling one last breath out of it. Every night he reflected on what the death of Beatrice would mean in terms of losses to humanity's common heritage, be it the sound of her sobbing, or her piano melodies, the compulsive tapping of her long index finger on her temple when she harbored dark thoughts, or any other little thing. It didn't matter. Everything would indiscriminately vanish. Everything. All these thoughts made for some blissful slumbers indeed. Then days became weeks, and before he knew it, it was Matthew's turn to throw his secrets at her, his hopes, his cries of despair, as if throwing coins in a wishing well. She'll be dead by the end of the month, he promised himself. So apparently somebody was a budding author. Well, doesn't look like there's much going on in here. And so we'll just call this episode good here. We'll continue on and see if we can't figure out what else is going on. So thanks for watching.